is going to be the EasyRC Thunderstorm, and it's going to be an 18 scale little toy gray RC crawler. So you can see that it is a very nice looking truck, but does it actually drive as good as it looks? Well, that's going to be something that we will be finding out. Let's get going. Before I begin, if you can, please help me like and subscribe, as this is going to keep my content flowing. Thank you. Okay, so first thing first, let's always look at the specs so you know what you will be getting. Just looking at the exterior, you can see that this is a very nice looking truck. Just look at the paint job. It is actually those kind of bluish metallic style paint instead of just regular blue. So if you see this on the far side, it does look that it is actually a die-cast model, but instead it is only actually plastic only. But yeah, overall, very nice looking. So besides of the paint job, you are also going to be getting pretty scale little details. You can see that you're getting pretty nice scale windshield wiper, mirrors, and you get a snorkel. Yeah, everything does looks actually pretty good. You get little like window handles or something. Yeah, the door doesn't open, but I think this is totally fine. So one little thing to note here is that the mirror doesn't actually fold. So if you fall this down in the wrong angle, this might potentially break. But consider the truck actually has pretty good like lining instead of just like letting the mirror hit all the weight. So yeah, unless you roll it like in this angle, otherwise it should be totally fine. For interior wise, you do get pretty scale interiors. You can see that you get seats, you get all the stuff that you need. So this is actually making a really nice scale truck. Okay, so for lighting purpose, you do have two big headlights. Yep, so the front, this LED strip, this is mainly just cosmetic. You have to add your own light bulbs, so there's no light. Besides the headlight, you do also get rear like parking lights, but it's just always on. As for the turning signal lights, there is obviously no turning signal lights. So looking at the interior components, you can see that we're going to get a servo, which is going to be chassis mount. So being a chassis mount, not an axle mount, is that you are going to get a little bit shake heads when you're actually turning your wheels. So that's going to be something that we can test out later in the testing section. So yep, you do get a EasyRC branded, but this is in fact a FlySky, I believe. So FlySky 2-in-1 like ESC also with your receiver. So yep, you can see everything here, everything mounted perfectly snuck into this place. As for the battery wise, it's going to be a rebranded FMS battery branded into EasyRC, so it's a 300 milliamp pack. So you do have regular balance lead to charge it up, and the plug is those kind of plugs. I don't know what it's called, but it's those kind of trucks that uses on FMS trucks. As for the bottom, you're going to be seeing plastic chassis, so these are not metal, which is a little bit pity, but it's fine because this is a relatively small trucks and you're supposed to run this indoor and you shouldn't be able to break this, and this should be sturdy enough. I doubt you're actually going to break that even. The rest of the stuff like axle links, drive links, and most of your axle cover, everything is just going to be in complete plastic, even also with the steering rods. However, you are getting full metal interior parts like the gears and dog bones and whatsoever, so that is going to be one of the good things that it offers. As for the power wise, you are going to be getting a brush motor, which is going to be the 050 motor, and yeah, it's a brush system. And this particular truck, there is only going to be one gear. There's not going to be a second gear for you to go with high gear, low gear, just one gear only. As for the suspension system, these are just going to be regular friction shocks, so it's not going to be oil filled. So you are going to seeing a lot of bubble head effects. So you can see this is kind of like the feeling that you're going to get with friction shocks. So my suggestion is always, if you have a friction shocks, probably just upgrade to any oil filter shocks. Supposedly should give you a better result, as you're not going to get those kind of bubble head effects. As for the tires, quite surprisingly, these are actually B-Lock tires, all plastic, but at least these are B-Lock, super soft. They are not very sticky, so I don't know how good you can actually get performance out of it, and there is actually no foams in it, so just kind of like air filled it, nothing in there. The remote you are going to be getting is the standard FMS type of remote that we often see. This is a FlySky remote. I think we're pretty familiar with this, so I'm not going to go into detail with this, but you just know that you're going to be getting full proportional steering, full proportional throttle. So yep, these are everything that you should be expecting from a even a toy grade truck. If you wanted to go into hobby grade, these are the two things that you should be expecting. Alright, so we're done with the spec talks. Next, now going into test driving this indoor. Alright, so we're going to be testing the Thunderstorm against this little crawler course. Okay, so I'm not going to be expecting too much performance because this is toy grade, but let's really just do it. Okay, so we can see that it's actually doing a pretty good job. Seems to. Consider that it is relatively cheap and it's a toy grade level car. Okay, not bad. Let's actually do it again. Okay. Oh, come on. Yes, we can do it. It's actually better than I thought. Oh, yeah. This is a lesson that you should never compliment something, because if you do, normally they're just going to fail on you. Oh, come on. All right. Yeah. So the clearance of the car is kind of like giving the hardship of this to pass through, but at least you can see that the articulation is actually moving pretty well. Next, we will take the Thunderstorms to some real-life tests. So we're going to drive it outdoor to see how it actually performs. And since the performance was really just mediocre, so I am not going to be talking a lot, so you can actually look at yourself and enjoy the truck. At the end, I will still have some of my final thoughts, so if you just wanted to hear that, you can jump over there using the timestamps. Yep, so that is going to be a short take for the Thunderstorm, and overall, not a bad truck for fun, but if you really wanted to get this, it's mainly like a toy grade level. We have to stress it again, toy grade level. If you wanted to really kind of make this drive well, you have to throw a lot of upgrade, which potentially is going to be costing even more than the money you are saving. So, yep, if upgrade is going to be something that you wanted to try with, you know, just wanted to have something to upgrade yourself, then this is definitely a really nice body. I do like how it actually looks, but overall, besides the body, the driving performance is just really okay. And yeah, so if you want something that actually drives perfectly out of the box, try the FCX 24M or the FCX 18, kind of like the LC80 or something. That is going to give you a much more better result compared to this one. This is, yeah, again, a toy grade level. All right, so if you actually find value in my content and would like to support me, please help me like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.